Yo, energy at? Oh man. First of all, I want to say a to my YouTube family. Like, subscribe, and share if this video makes any sense to you and it helps you in any way. With that being said, today is day 2 of the 4-day challenge of fear detox. Today, we're going to focus on yesterday we figured out what our biggest fear was. Today, we're going to we're going to figure out what we need to do to release ourselves from that past fear and that past trauma and see what happens. And also too, this had a lot to do with the mind, not the ego. The ego is what helps keeps us alive. The mind is what wants us to be in survival mode. So we have to go into our super subconscious before we become conscious to release that post fear and that post trauma. Because what happens is, say for example, you get drunk on liquor or whatever it may be, your body forms an immunity to that, so you never want to feel that feeling again. So whenever you might smell alcohol or beer or whatever, your body kind of rejects it. That's the same exact thing when it comes to fear and trauma. Your body felt that fear, your body felt that trauma, and doesn't want to feel that again. So anything that feels similar to it, they're gonna put up a sign, and it's gonna give you something to make you say, you know what, I might die. It's giving you the worst case scenario to keep in survival mode. That's not the ego, that's the mind. The ego is what helps you survive. The ego will tell you, say, fuck it. It ain't trying to save you. That's the mind. So once we understand what we're healing with, we're able to go into our subconscious and our super subconscious is the part of our brain before it manifests. You follow me? It's more of the Tao. It's when we label it, we start to kill it, and we minimize. I don't want to minimize our super consciousness. It's so vast, and it's in a dynamic state, and it's always moving. It's always adjusting. When we become conscious and we label ourselves as something, we kill any other possibilities of what we could be because we labeled it. We put it in a box. We minimalize it. Same thing with fear. We can't say I fear one thing and then keep in that fear. How can we move forward? At each moment in your life, I'm dealing with the fear of success, the fear of abundance, worrying about the responsibility and the power that comes with it. I work on releasing that every day. Making these videos isn't easy for me. It's a fear of, am I gonna say something right? Is it gonna make sense? Are they gonna judge me? That's the background noise going on in my head. But do I let it stop me? Hell no, because if I did, I would be making this video right now. So, and don't get it twisted. Don't label fear as a bad thing because sometimes fear can save you, but we can't shit me constantly in fear when it comes to living our life to our fullest potential. Because the Most High don't make mistakes. We weren't made to live a miserable life that we're suffering. We're caught up in our head. We're not able to be present in this moment. When we think about the past, it gives us depression. We think about the future, we're anxious about it. Why can't we be present? That's what I call I'm present in the present moment. It's a gift to be not in your head. Right now I'm outside in nature. Just got through the wonderful session. I got the beautiful trees behind me. I got the birds chirping. But if I was caught on my head, worrying about a situation I can't control, I wouldn't be present, able to absorb all this right here. I'm gonna control what I can control, which is my breathing and the way I respond to life and people. What's not in my control, I'm gonna release it. I'm gonna let it flow and let the Most High, who made me in His divine image, handle that situation. Because we are here manifested in awareness in this avatar of the body. So the Most High wouldn't make us to jeopardize us. We're here to learn a lesson. When our feelings come up, breathe into them and don't believe into them. Do not invest your awareness in that emotion. It's always waning. It's not present right now. It's just passing through. When we put our emotions on it, it kind of sticks and stays because we're paying attention. Anytime you pay something so much attention, it kind of slows down. If you was in the mall, you was at the park, you was in the club, somebody walked past you, you say nothing to them, they keep walking. If you say something to them, They'll probably stop, hold a conversation with you, as long as you hold a conversation with them. Same thing with our thoughts. If we stop, if we pause it, if we say something to it, get them, oh, that's not right, that's not fair, it slows down and it sits. When it sits, it's not going to be able to pass through. You are holding it up. You're holding yourself up based on your fears and your lack and your emotions. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Just breathe into it, release it, and give yourself the okay to release it and be okay. Is it simple? Shit, no. But it's damn sure possible. So we want to be able to get out of the so-called ego and get in our mind. The ego ain't doing a thing. The ego mind is its business. The ego is innocent. The ego is that survivor. The ego is that killer. It's the mind that's tricking you. It's the mind that's trying to keep you in survival mode. So today, release your fears by getting out your mind and get into your heart. Stop blaming the ego. The ego is innocent. It's the brain that's doing that. Tonight, when I go live, I want to see your feedback, your comments, and I want you to also contribute. If you're with me, say I'm with you. And remember, your wellness is your breath. Namaste, thug. Peace.